Hey everybody, Dana Stobern here with the Magic of Somatic Money. Back to check in with the 3D to 5D money timelines with the Schumann's resonance and potential predictive gateways that are coming up. And folks, I promise you I will be back in front of the camera very soon. It has been very intense. I look I look more than disheveled, and I just need to get myself back together again. I have been sorting through waves and waves and waves of information and just trying to make sense of it all. So we're coming back, and let's just take a quick look at what came through. So this is what came in over the weekend, and this part right here, that was Sunday. And then we had a little bit of a break, and then this was early Monday into a good chunk of Monday. So again, look at that. There are there's the two wings right there. A big pulse right there and a big pulse right there. And so I just find it interesting as I'm taking closer looks at the gateways that are going on. They tend to come in pairs. All right, so then without further ado, we are going to try a huge experiment. So let's move that off. And before I show this to you, bear with me. This is an experiment. I'm just inviting you guys along for the ride. Instead of doing this in private, I'm doing it publicly, kind of putting my money where my mouth is. I am going to show you here. I took it upon myself. I'm like, okay, spirit team, if you really want me to pendulum check and locate gateways and talk about them with Earth's vibration on the Schumann's resonance, let's go ahead and do it. And on top of it, I also did a channeled message, which I will get to in just a sec. Again, this is all low tech. I haven't figured out the green screen, so just bear with. Now, what's interesting here is that Spirit Team is not only having me do gateways, which is high, they seem to be high energy intervals where we are walking through into new consciousness. They also had me do solar flare and major events. The only thing I do not have on here is your own astrology. So that's also in play too. So you need to be checking in with your favorite astrologist, and you need to know your own astrology and the houses for this week. And I'm not an astrologist, so I'm not going to be able to give that to you. All right, so just to give you a little roadmap here, just to let you know what's going on. So I just confirmed to you that's Monday. That's Monday is Monday the 29th, and we just did that right here. That was Monday. That was today. So it's looking like we've got a couple of day break. Tuesday, knock on wood, should be calm. Wednesday should be relatively calm. And then I picked up on my pendulum, there's a bit of a disturbance either, right at that midnight witching hour. So, and that's Wednesday into Thursday. And then boom, we get hit with a massive gateway on Friday. Now, when I pendulum checked this, if it really truly does land there, land on Friday morning into the afternoon or a little bit later, I literally vibrated in my chair. I almost kind of felt like I wanted to vomit a little bit. So there's a lot of power, whatever's going on Friday, there's a lot of power coming through that right there. Spirit Team is saying that might also be engaged with some pretty big astrology. Not sure. We need to check in with the astrologists on that. And then Saturday, now, this is where it's interesting. I think these are the two wings. Like, there's a wing, there's a wing. Like, the last couple of times I've been on here, I've been picking up, like, these gateways come through in pairs, which I find maybe that happens all the time. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We're new at this. We'll find out what's going on. But anyway, Saturday's going to be a bit of a day to gather yourself, but it's looking like, if you look at this, there's maybe like zingers that come through off and on. And then we have a bit of a disturbance, at that witching hour, the 12 midnight thing going on. And then friends, hang on to your hats. Sunday, I can even feel it as I'm standing here talking. Sunday is a doozy. It's looking like the sun has been relatively calm. I mean, there's been some sunspots, and there's been a few near misses, but nothing major. So it looks like we might get walloped with a solar flare on Sunday, along with a potential major event. Spirit team had me pendulum check that in. And then also somewhere around the middle of the day, anywhere from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then it really sets in 3 p.m. through most of the rest of the day. We're going to have a fairly big gateway showing up on the Schumann's resonance by the end of the day. And my pendulum went right on through the 29th. We may be feeling this all the way into Monday, but Spirit team, what I can hear right now is really, that Friday window through Sunday, really at the end of the week, they want you grounding. They want you doing grounding energies with the earth. They do not want you going anywhere too much, or if you do go somewhere, do not go fast. Like, really keep it between the lines. Do your checks, do your double checks. They're also saying great time to check in with loved ones, great time to have conversations, how you doing, what's going on. That's going to be really important. And now they want me to switch over to channeled messages for this week. And forgive me, I scribbled them on the back of a sheet of paper, so they don't look too great. I'll try and do better in the future. But the messages coming in are they're saying, and I think this begins today, Monday, the July 29th, they're saying everyone needs to lie low for about 2 weeks. So that's the 29th through August 11th. Collect yourself for the next waves of change coming. And I've been meaning to do this to get it out there. I'll start doing it, saying it now in another messages. But we need to make food preparations with the fundamentals, because the supply chain might be intermittently affected. So don't do fear-based stuff. Don't get it all panicky or go into a tizzy. Just, we saw what happened with the IT thing last week. And we know that the supply chain can be affected by the changes going on around us. So this is a great time to make sure you've got fundamental food in your kitchen to get you through if you need that. Oh, then we're going to go into self-care, self-healing. During this 2-week period, and this pretty much is all the way through now for a while, extra attention to self-healing, self-care, no pushing. Please make sure you have rest. Be recuperating, be gathering yourself there. So there's really a sense of gather yourself, recoup, rest. Do not push it too much. Then money message. So I asked them about money messages. Along with this, there's something going on with collect your money. Be ready for a frequency change in money, which to me is a little bit... that's not very specific. And so I kind of asked them about it, and they're like, Spirit team was saying, because of the changes going on in frequency, Dana, money is going to begin to be handled differently. And maybe in some good ways, maybe in some not good ways, but in the higher vibrational 5D consciousness, money is going to be handled with more thought and more consciousness. So if you have people around you handling money with more thought and more consciousness, hallelujah, that is a fantastic thing. Also, if you notice that yourself or others may begin to treat money like it is a sentient being with more care, that is also a direction we're headed. And again, I apologize for my scribbles. That might not be easy to read there. I'll try to do better the next time. But these are the messages coming in for the week. So if you have any questions, want to make comment, DM me, get a hold of me, that's fantastic. Oh. All right, I will be coming back within the next time frame, probably about a week, and we will see how well me and my pendulum and team did with help and instructions. So I will, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.